Due to his mother's serious illness, Bandian resolutely used all his savings to pay for her treatment. At the hospital, he met a United Nations volunteer doctor named Ashling. The kind-hearted Ashling not only provided free medicine for Bandian's mother, but was also deeply moved by the boy's devotion to her. A few days later, as Bandian was walking home carrying a heavy load of firewood, Ashling took out a real football from his car and handed it to Bandian. Bandian was so excited he forgot to say thank you. He simply cradled this gift from heaven, and a radiant smile appeared on his face, a smile he had never worn before. Back home, he carefully painted the entire football with gold paint. This golden ball carried all his hopes. Bandian excitedly showed off the golden ball to his friends, only to be scolded by the blacksmith on the roadside, who accused him of being distracted from serious matters. Perhaps to prove himself, Bandian gathered all his strength, kicked a volley, and started a fire that nearly formatted the entire village. Having fled his hometown alone, Bandian hitched a ride on a passing truck to reach the big city. But with no money on him, he had to risk his life. While the truck rattled along, he kept adding water to the aging engine, acting as the driver's temporary helper. However, this old, broken truck finally broke down completely in the middle of a desolate plain, with no one else around. The driver never came back, and the other passengers had already found their own way out. On the vast African plain, only Bandian and an abandoned truck remained. The daytime heat was unbearable, so he hid under the truck for shade. When night fell, the roars of wild beasts and strange insect calls in the wilderness terrified Bandian, forcing him to take shelter inside the cab. In that extreme fear and tension, Bandian spent the longest night of his life. The next morning, he finally flagged down another truck and, after several transfers, arrived at a small town. Want to find out what happens next? Subscribe and don't miss the next episode. Thanks.